Hey guys, DJ here with the first episode of Subscribers of the Week. Now, this first episode I got 5 people for you, and remember, it's not just about ranking them skill-wise, it's about how good they do in relation to either how good they usually are or how good I think they are. Now, number 5, Music Mouse. So I put him here because he doesn't really like search that much, but he got a few good games in the beginning of the week where he actually saved us from losing a few times, and then he was like, wow, I can't believe I just did that, I don't really like search. And I was like, wow, yeah, that is pretty awesome. So I remember, I don't forget things like that. And yeah, that's what this whole thing is about, the whole series. I just when people do better than they usually either think they're going to do, or just out of nowhere they get this awesome game while I'm playing with them, I'll put him in this. So next we got TellBet XD, and why I put him in here is because I've had him added for a little bit, and recently he's become really active. This is a cool throwing knife, by the way. It's like level 14. So he's become really active, and he's also a really good team player. He seems to be very vocal about things and call-outs, which is always nice to have somebody on the team like that. I like guys who tend to call people out even though they might be giving away a kill. That's always a good thing to have, a good trait to have for a search and destroy player. Now, third, right in the middle, I cut this clip up a bit because it's pretty long. So when it cuts, that's why. There's just nothing interesting. So he gets this nice clutch. Now, I put him in here because I met him on Digital Warfare 24/7, and he was a subscriber, and he's like, oh, look, I already know you, whatever. And that was cool, and I played with him a few times. He's a really good search player, so I thought I'd put him in here, and I put him as third because the top 2 guys have done consistently well every time I've played with them, and I didn't really get a chance to play with Yamaha that much. So maybe if I played with him more, he would be higher because he's a good search player. So yeah, that's that. Now for number 2 here, we got somebody who actually had nothing in his vault, and this is why I gotta remind you guys, if you want to be in this series, you gotta have stuff in your vault. Now, I gave him a break, and I told him, put stuff in your vault. I don't even think he realized why. He probably didn't know about this series, so I'm just giving people a break for this first week. He didn't have anything in his vault, so I told him to put something, so then he put this in, and I was like, fine, I will use this. It's a nice little MP7 spree and search. MP7 overpowered. What? Yeah, I don't really use it anymore, as you all know. But anyways, this guy's really good. Every time I play with him in search, he does top 3 of the scoreboard almost every time, so that's awesome. And also, you know who else does? Get At Me. And he gets number 1 place because he got the most clutches this week for sure. I don't know why he's always last alive, but maybe it's because he's sniping half the time. He's really good, and he tends to not mess up very much when he gets put in those clutch situations like this clip here. I wasn't in this game with him, but it's pretty nice. And before you guys jump to conclusions and call him a camper or whatever, offense on Dome is ridiculous, and if you don't rush out of the spawn the second you spawn on offense, which is probably going to get you killed in the first place, then you get trapped in your spawn because defense just dominates this map 100%. So that's that. I just wanted to get that out of the way. And that's the entire episode. So those are the top 5. If you want to be in the top 5, then you gotta play with me, for one. And the only way to play with me is be on my friends list and or elite clan, and then get in the chat a lot. And if you're in the chat a lot, you'll have a higher chance of playing with me, which gives you a higher chance of being in this, obviously. So that's that. Now next week, I don't know, we'll see who gets to the top 5. Or, well, it's not really top 5. I'm not going by numbers here. It was 5 this week. It might be 4. It might be 6 next week. Who knows? I'm not going to make it official as 5. But, yeah, there's the top 5. Congratulate them if you want. Oh, one more thing, actually. Just for today, at least, don't spoil people and tell them that they're in it, just in case they haven't seen it yet. So, if you see, like, Music Mouse in the chat and you ask him if he's seen it, and he says no, just tell him to watch it. Don't tell him that he's in it. That's not cool. I want people to be surprised when they find themselves in here. So, just wanted to get that out of the way as well. And that is that. I said that like a million times. Goodbye.